the designer. She knows Sue Clifton, our other partner in crime who brings us Dooney and Bourke, and she knows the bags and all the beauty that come with them. So she's going to walk us through our choices this evening. And this one we love. In fact, since its debut, which was right at the end of summer, which means it just debuted really at the end of 2016, you guys have loved this. Over 4,000 orders have been placed, and it is Florentine. I almost want to whisper that word. So before we do colors, you need Florentine 101. You need to know that this is, out of all of Dooney leathers, the cream of the crop,
yes,
the premier, the most desirable.
Yes, this is the one. I mean, I haven't stopped touching it. It's amazing.
Know, right?
Florentine leather, done in Florence, Italy, at a tannery that's been working with leather for over a century. They obviously know what they're doing. That old world craftsmanship design with all of those details like the suede on the inside of the tassels. I mean, you are getting so many gorgeous aspects to this bag, and Florentine gets better and better with age. It develops this gorgeous patina. It's soft, it's wonderful. So.
And I see that the TV has just changed in front of my very eyes. So I believe what is happening
is we're showing a different bag.
Is we, in front of us, have a different silhouette, same leather. So here's what we're gonna do. Behind the scenes, we are all switching up bags right now. Keep looking at your screen because that's what you're about to go shopping for. So everything that Ashley just said about the Florentine
is true.
Is true. Just a slightly different silhouette. So still a crossbody, still a medium size, still the, say it soft and whisper, Florentine leather, but just a slightly different silhouette. So let's go over colors since we didn't do that before. But remember that you truly are shopping for the premier leather from a premier brand. So you've got the bone, and we didn't always have this bag in bone, did we, Ashley?
And no, and in the bone, in the Florentine, it has such a beautiful whipped French vanilla type cream vibe to it, which is gorgeous. Then we have the navy. You have the black.
Right, because the others had that red maroon zipper. Black is a little bit different, so you get that black along the zipper, so it's really streamlined and attractive.
Yes.
Quite
then
different.
you have the chestnut,
which always tends to be popular in Florentine. I know Saturday when I had a Dooney shopping experience with you, chestnut seemed to be the popular one in Florentine.
Well, both chestnut and the natural are those
favorite.
True old world Florence, Italy leather colors that you expect when you're walking through the leather market. So I think that people tend to go towards those classic colors.
Yes.
But all of the colors that we have here are very classic and mainstream, which I love.
Absolutely.
And so know
and
that
that's the natural.
That's the natural. And that
see.
natural will get a little bit darker over time. It's just a natural process because that's the color of natural leather, and that's what happens from the sun, from the oils in your hands, from the lights inside. And it's an even process. You won't even know what's happening.
Yes. All right, so let's do a detailed tour because when we say medium, it really is medium. 12 3/4 by 8 inches. So it's not small, it's not large, it's the perfectly practical size when it comes to handbags.
And know the bag comes to you like this, but it's meant to smile. It's meant to have that nice crease in it, and that'll develop naturally, or you could just work it and it'll happen first couple wears. You have the gorgeous tassels on the side. I'm just going to scooch that over.
Please, slide
Look
that
at
over.
all that beautiful green suede in between the tassels. They're just so soft, so pretty. You have the braided zip pull, making it easy to just get into the bag, and then you see more of that beautiful green suede. That makes those flaps so malleable and nice. Getting into the bag, you have a slip and a zip pocket, all those pockets lined with the Florentine leather. Same story on the opposite wall with your slip pocket, and then of course we always give you that key leash for your keys. But because it's this nice east-west silhouette, you really can load it up. It's a smaller medium-sized bag for a Dooney, but it really does give you room for the big wallet, everything you need, and you can see all of that space with that nice rounded base.
Well, let me warn you, do not wait if you want the navy option. I always fear that we'll lose an option when the most limited also happens to be the most popular. And that's the case right now with the navy. So all of you ladies like the navy, but I don't have many more to go around in the navy than I do with all the other handbags. And let me just remind you about the Easy Pay too, because there's something different about Florentine. It looks different. We always say it smells different. It acts different. I mean, you put it on and it just changes every outfit. It is probably going to be the most exquisite leather you will ever purchase in your entire life. So when you see that $299 price and you're just like, oh my goodness, I cannot do that, girl. I'm going to splurge for Valentine's Day next week. I want chocolate covered strawberries, or I've got spring break in March or April. I just want to let you know, if it works for you, there is another option when it comes to paying. It's what we call easy pay. So you will ultimately pay $2.99, but instead of doing it all at once tonight, you can get this through the mail on your body in a matter of days by spending $59.80 this evening. That's what the easy pay is going to do for you. Now, you do a payment again in March, a payment in April, and so on until all 5 have been paid and you reach that $2.99. But the first payment you make tonight ships the bag. You've got your spring bag on your body in a matter of days.
And I love too how you can once again take out the center part of the strap, which I did, and shorten it. So now it's more of that over the shoulder bag, closer to your body, easy to just have and get into a little bit quicker.
Yes.
And it dresses it up a bit. But I mean, Florentine leather, you're dressed up. You just throw that on no matter what you're wearing, and it just elevates the outfit because it's that luxe leather. So no matter what you're wearing, whether it's, you know, your work suit, a nice dress, or if you're wearing yoga pants and a t-shirt going to the gym, this bag will work.
Well, here, let's go over colors. We'll start with what Ashley's wearing because that was not seen the first time this bag debuted. Bone is new for the season, right in time for spring.
Yes. Then we have the navy.
Popular and limited, which could lead to gone sooner than you think.
You have that black.
And again, this one's slightly different because whereas all the other have that warm brick red in the zipper, this will keep you black. So black through and through, very sophisticated.
Down below we have the chestnut.
Always popular in Florentine.
And then finally the natural.
My favorite. Imagine your white jeans. And how do you buy a neutral bag that you can wear for the rest of winter, the rest of February, March, but then you love it just as much for spring? You go with natural, because that with like your jean jackets and your navy maxi dresses and your beautiful white pants,
It's
looks
so classic.
refreshing.
Exactly. You can't, it will never ever go out of style. And all of the colors are vegetable dyed, so they're in there through and through. You don't have to worry about the color fading or being any less luxe. Again, the bags get better looking as time goes by.
Well, it is our only Florentine bag. If my mind is not playing tricks on me, I'm like thinking Brenna's not Florentine, Lexington's not
think
Florentine.
you're right.
So it's our only Florentine bag in the entire 1 hour live QVC Plus Dooney and Bourke show. So if you're interested, remember our phone number to order is 1-800-500-7590. And you know, as we walk over to our next table, it's going to bring us to the bookshelf area because it's another popular, well-loved bag. Just remember, this is the same Dooney and Bourke that your sisters and your mothers and your cousins and all your coworkers have. But what makes them different when you shop QVC is the fact that often we have accessories, often we have more colors, and often, like is the case with every handbag in tonight's show, we have a monthly payment plan, so you don't have to pay full